Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video. I know the Q&A video was supposed to be like the next video, but I'm still like figuring out questions and all that and answers. So I've been working on this barn for a while, and I figured I'd do a tour on it. So this is Rusty Oak, horse stables. And it's definitely it's a rustic theme, quote, and kind of the name. Yeah, so I just kind of wanted to do a tour on it. It's definitely going to be not too long of a tour because it isn't a very big barn like I normally do. But yeah, I really just want to get straight into this video. So let's just get straight into it. Alrighty, so we're in the barn, and I know, just don't look out there. That's why I put trees all around this barn. And if you can see, I did put this fence all the way around. It's more for looks. But yeah, let's just get started. So, when you first enter, there's this horse trailer. It's like the gooseneck horse trailer I usually go for. And then there's just a little storage area, and then this is actually 4-horse. Trailer, and these are actually retextured iron bars, so it's more like horse stall bars. So yeah, but very simple. And instead of me putting these up here, I put them here so that you could just hook them up inside and outside, which I thought was a pretty good idea. It's definitely more of a modern look, but I didn't really know how to make a trailer more rusty looking, so that's why I did that. And then as you're walking, you kind of have these lanterns, and they do look quite nice at night. There's 2 different equestrian texture packs I use, which is the Equestrian Dream and the Equestrian Fantasy one. So when you walk this way, you actually come to the office, since this is more of a a small little boarding stable. And when you come around, you have these garden thing. It was just kind of a space to fill up, and I just used spruce trapdoors as a fence because I thought it was kind of nice, and then you can just walk right in anywhere. So yeah, and it's really nice to take pictures into. And this is the office. I didn't really know how to decorate it, and I don't really like it, but it's just so you can sit here, and then you can sit here, you can work out papers and stuff, and this is where all the papers and all that would be stored. And then there's just some little pictures everywhere, and then as you might be filling out an agreement or something, you can just sit here and chill. And then this is just some copper and all that. And first of all, before I get started, the reason I do these tours, guys, is not just to review people's stables. This is my stable, so yeah, you should know that because I did say I built it. But quick off topic, so the reason I do these is for you guys to get inspiration, because I really just want you guys to be inspired. Take anything you want from any of these barns. You can give me credit, you don't have to, totally up to you, but yeah. So continuing on, we'll go to this barn in a second, but so when I was first building this, this was the main barn, and then I made that barn, which I kind of wish this barn was over here now, because it's more of a main stable kind of thing. But the main stable, whatever. Anyways, getting off topic again. I just made some arenas, and I was gonna go for this pasture, the fence I did. But I just went for, just some normal oak leaf with some spruce on top, just because it looks more like an arena to me. But this is more for flat work because it's smaller. You can set up ground poles and all that. So over here, this is just an arena. I just put some quick little jumps in here, but this is from the Equestrian Dream, and these are just buttons on top. I actually got this idea from, you've seen this at most of my barns, but I got this idea with the buttons. Kind of these jumps from Dibblecraft, which you should totally follow. She is amazing. Please do subscribe to her. She makes amazing content. It's very awesome, and she definitely puts a lot of time into them. So moving on to the main stable. So I'll just kind of go over here. So this is one of the pastures. and it's just got this hay, and then the water troughs, which kind of the water trough I use a lot. It's just spruce trapdoors, and then usually like whatever main block I put at the bottom. There's also just ferns and grass and some white flowers. I forgot what they're called. And then this is horse dirt. And it kind of makes it look like it's been used. And then we have like this between each gate to kind of make it look like they use it a lot. I probably should have done it with the arenas, but and then this is the barn. So I never really go with this style of barn, like the I guess I like to call this like a rustic style. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try something new, and I really like it. And if you're wondering, so I really don't like how small the stalls are. I mean, you could always make them bigger, but it was supposed to look like it's a main barn. It holds a lot of horses, and then these are just supposed to be like name tags. And I just have 2 horses here because I was gonna start a breeding program here. But we have Captain, who's a Dutch warmblood stallion. So like stallions are on this side, and the mares and geldings. And this is Captain, Dutch warmblood, and he's very pretty. And then over here we just have Zillow, who is a paint mare, and I'm eventually gonna breed them and start a breeding program. And this is just like a little barrel to hold some extra stuff. And this is actually retextured. So the snow in the Equestrian Dream, not the Equestrian Fantasy, is retextured to look like shavings. So, oh, I'm so sorry. So pretty much what I try to go here for is this is kind of like a base layer of shavings, and then this is like the fluffy stuff that the horses can walk on. And I never really knew where to put the hay in water because of how small these stalls are, but I'm probably just gonna put like a hay net and then like a little water trough, just chilling. Or you could always use heads, like retextured heads, and put them. So yeah, definitely I would recommend making these bigger. And then these are just stall doors I retextured. So yeah. And I'm gonna try and show you guys like what's from each texture pack. I'll try my best. But there's actually quite a lot of stalls, and pretty much actually all I did, because I didn't want to make this big of a barn, is I made like the roof for this barn, and then I copied it and then pasted it, which I can show you how to do that in another video. There's a lot easier way than using like commands. I mean, you do have to use commands, but it's all that stuff. And I'm not gonna like show you all the stuff in the texture packs, but anything that's like from the texture pack I'll show you. So again, I made these. Dibblecraft, actually, kudos to her. She has a great video on how to retexture these. So go check her out. And then this is just like kind of a hayloft area, and I really like this. So like it just kind of looks grandish to me. But then this is just retextured hay, from the Equestrian Dream texture pack. So yeah, very simple, but I really like it. Just some, yeah, I do love brick like barns. But yeah, so then you come over here. This is just another entrance to the pasture. Each pasture has like 2 entrances. So yeah. And then this is the cross ties. So I forgot to put like barrier blocks on the top of these so the horses can like jump out, but you can always put barriers and then they can't jump out. But they're quite small, but they do the job, and I do really like how they turned out. They definitely give like a nice fancy feel, and then you can just hook them up, and then you can like bring them in, and then you can actually walk in and out. You just can't. Very like simple to design, because all it really is like 2 brick blocks, brick and a half, brick block, But yeah, and then this is just an open field. So like there's 2 decent open fields, which I thought about making like a cross country course, kind of like just going through, but I forgot to do that, and it just always you could always do whatever, and then these are paddocks. So these are like smaller paddocks. So at the barn I go to in real life, so there's like a smaller paddock and then bigger pastures. So like in the winter they're in here most of the time, so they don't ruin the grass, so the grass can just like, so like when it snows it doesn't ruin anything, and these just get muddy. So then in the summer when the grass grows, they can go out in there. But these are also nice for just like, since it's a breeding program, and you could always add a breeding barn here too. You can always like let the foals run around in here, and then like let's say like maybe I don't know, just, you know, whatever really works for you. I just thought it was kind of a cool design, and then I also made it so there's kind of looks like they're running through, and then same kind of, and then these are actually smaller water troughs, because I feel like, you know, not as many horses would go in at once, and this is a nice big one. So yeah, I don't know why I made it so like slants and then goes out. I wish I would have just made it go all the way out, but it works. It's kind of cool. So now we are going to go head over to. So this is more like a barn for the lesson horses and like the barns horses and then boarding horses as well. But then this barn over here is just for the boarders. So yeah, I really love this barn. I really love it. And then I just like copy and pasted stalls, because I'm lazy. But these are just little things that you can put stuff in, like extra tack, and then pretty much like in the front of the stalls you can put like your tack and all that. And these are definitely bigger stalls. I wish I would have went this big on the other ones, but again, same kind of design, but the outsides are different, so it definitely gives a different feel. But there's just spruce, and then there's actually barrier blocks going all the way around these, so the horses can't like go like this and then jump out. As you can see, I can even jump on it. And it also looks weird when like the horses are hanging on like an edge on the side. But so yeah, it's just spruce, and then just that, and it's really nice. And then you can just bring your horse in and just chill. And I really like this. It's just very open. I forgot to make like a tack room, so like you could always use one of these stalls to make like a tack room, and then another stall to make maybe a cross tie, or you know, you could always copy and paste the cross ties. Because I was gonna put cross ties here, but then I forgot again, and then so I kind of like, so this was going to go between maybe a pasture or whatever, but there's just like two small pastures for the borders. But you could always add a pasture, and all of that. But yeah, they're very simple again. And then there's just water trough here, and then hay, and then, so yeah, these are more like winter paddocks maybe, and then you could like make a bigger pasture area for the summer. But yeah, that's really the whole tour. So I might try and do a download, like on like an app, and if I do, then I'll let you guys know. But yeah, so that is going to be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!